I think educating people on mental health can help save lives.
I don't think mental health is really portrayed in the media. It's like not something very common. I feel like sometimes in social media it can be portrayed as something very over exaggerated, and I feel like it shouldn't be, because I feel like mental health is such a serious issue in like the whole world, honestly.
I think it really depends. There are shows and stuff that really display how mental health actually is in the real world, and also use it in a way that is problematic. Like, the first thing that comes to mind is 13 Reasons Why, and like it definitely portrays mental health and problems that like people face, but in a way that can be very problematic and toxic.
Probably like no more social media, because social media really portrays like a lot of unrealistic body standards, and like for me, I feel like time to myself improves my mental health, and I'm blessed to have people I can talk to, like my mom, to certain situations. If I need to vent to her about something, I think that's what helps me, talking to others or even a friend about it, honestly, or doing stuff that I enjoy, like watching a comfort show or eating my favorite food.
Definitely it isn't talked about enough in a way of it being like a real issue, because mental health affects physical health, and physical health affects mental health. I think that's something that the medical industry does not like address enough. I think definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, because then I would know what was happening with me and people around me, and I would feel less like an insane person.
I think it would allow me to, first of all, express my emotions a lot better, because right now I'm not the best at doing that. Also, help others. I wish I was taught more when I was younger, so I can understand a bit more.
In the 1900s, asylum patients were dehumanized by their asylums because they were treated with torturous methods, such as lobotomies, where an ice pick would be stuck up into their brain and ruin it. And in electroshock therapy, they were strapped to a chair and shocked to try to fix them. And the chair of tranquility, when it was turning, they would get really dizzy, so they couldn't they were just trying to offset them, and then maybe they'd be better after. We need to educate people about mental health so that we can improve in the future.
When I first started to have heavy symptoms of OCD, I felt completely alone. I felt like there was something wrong with me and that I would suffer in silence forever. When I finally saw a therapist and she suggested I could have OCD, I was very surprised. I'd only been given stereotypes of OCD from the media. Everyone had just mentioned it as color coding pens, but it's so much more than that, and there's a million different types. If I had known that, then maybe I wouldn't have suffered for so long. This won't be an easy issue to solve, but I can think of 2 things that we can do up front. First off, make it so that everyone has access to therapy, support groups, and anything they may need. And second, raising more awareness about what mental health is in the media. All the different things that people can go through and all the different types, so that nobody feels alone, and so that everybody knows that what they're feeling is valid. Education of this topic is vital.